Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and I know it is on for your Thursday afternoon. Mason pulled a Mason and called in sick on the day of the show. Here we go. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. Let's get it, yo. Mason and Arwen, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, wait a minute. I'm here. Ireland's not.
Yeah.
I get bagged on in the intro for taking days off.
Yeah.
Tell me what's wrong. What am I missing?
It's just who you are.
Mace, this is your lot in life.
Yes, you are the guy that takes the time
It's like
off.
I'm the late one, and you're the one who's not here, and Greg is corporate.
But the point is, I am here.
Right now.
I know, but
Right now.
True or false?
False.
You have more vacation time than anyone.
Don't know. I don't keep track of
No,
everybody else's.
No, you have no idea.
I don't keep track of anybody else's vacation. I don't know when anybody's here, when anybody's not. It's none of my business. Again, yesterday we talked about mind my own business. I just mind my own business.
Sure.
Head down, pencils up, minding my own business.
Momo. True, false?
I think that Mason has an excellent work-life balance.
Yes.
That's a very kind
Thank
way
you.
to put
That's
that.
That's
do,
an
Mace.
excellent way to describe it, I think.
I think you have a very good work-life balance. I honestly, life goals.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody, I can just say this now.
Sure.
Michelle Beadle and I were really close for a while when we hosted a radio show together and all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
And she just told me, she goes, Ramona, as you get older in this business, you want to work really hard right now so that you can work less later.
Yeah.
Like, that's life goals.
Although Beatles got like 6 shows
yeah,
going
she
on,
has like
right?
a million
She's like
shows.
everywhere.
She's
on
everywhere.
Nearly slowing
But
down.
that's
great,
but that
too.
is the right. But that is, she's like the best host I've ever worked. I mean, so I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
TV host, the best
Oh,
TV
you're getting a
host.
side shot now.
TV host.
You did a radio show with her, too.
I did, but I was the host.
Okay.
So
I
she's
was the A.
she's the
She's the
best
best TV
host
host.
you've ever worked
No,
with.
TV host.
Oh, TV.
I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
You're the best radio host.
Oh, thank you.
You want me to say it again so you can get the clip clean?
Yeah, get the clip
Steve
clean.
Mason is the best radio
Thank you.
host.
Oh,
By
you,
the way,
you cut her off.
Yeah,
it's not
sorry.
clean
You wanna do it one more
anymore.
time?
Yeah, one more time.
Yeah, shh.
Steve Mason is the best radio host I've ever worked with.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right,
See,
pull
clean.
that. Pull that. I will play it all
Go
the
ahead.
time.
That's true.
All the time.
I'm not lying. I'm
So
not
what's
saying
going
that-
on with the temperature in this room?
Don't
I
mess
saw
with it, please.
I saw a penguin run by here
I mean,
a minute
I
ago.
have 3 layers on,
Watch out.
and I'm still cold.
A stalactite could fall on your head.
I'm
Okay.
really glad you guys brought that up because I get a lot of heat for always saying it's cold in here.
First of all, it's a radio studio. A radio studio should be cold.
No,
always.
live, be awake.
Yes, because it
I
keeps
hate
you
that
awake.
notion.
Whose rule is that?
That is just
Do you
how
think
it
if
should
the
be.
room warms up, I'm going to fall asleep?
Other
is that
people
your
will.
contention?
Yes, I think
I
that
might.
Brian might fall asleep.
I might.
Momo
Really?
is supposed to be cold. And also, this is very regulated. It goes up and down at any moment. So if you mess with it even one dot, it gets super hot.
Yeah, but I'm freezing.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll
I
change.
would like it to be tropical
We
in here.
were
It'll
in
go
the
down.
side studio recording with Clinton Yates, and both Clinton and I were, man, it's really cold in here.
What were you?
ESPN Daily.
Oh yeah, the ESPN Daily Show. How's that going?
Pretty good. You know, Clinton's the new host.
I know. What
That's
do you
his-
what did you
that's
guys
his gig.
talk about?
Next week is the 10-year anniversary of when the tape dropped. What if I told you that on April 25th, 2014, exactly 10 years ago, TMZ published an audio recording of Donald Sterling talking to his mistress.
It's been 10 years.
10 years.
Oh God.
Wow.
Doesn't that make you? What if I told you I made?
You made what?
I made.
I don't know.
It
That's
just
all.
stopped at I
Ended,
made.
it stopped
Okay.
in the middle. I don't know what happened.
What if I told you?
So, and by the way, your TV show's coming out now
Yeah.
too, right?
June 4th.
June 4th.
I'm
And,
excited.
you know, the premiere, June 3rd at we haven't announced yet, but
At
I'm
the
just gonna
Peacock
say-
Theater right here.
Yeah, not the Peacock, the Regal. The screening.
Oh, at the LA
Yeah.
Live Regal
Screening.
Oh,
Do-
nice.
do we
Red
get-
carpet screening.
Are
I'm
we
gonna work on it.
invited?
Are we invited?
I think so. I don't
What
have
do
that
you mean,
power
think
yet,
so?
but
Oh,
I will
come
make
on.
that happen. I will make it happen.
I want
Now,
to be
what
there.
what are you going to? You can't show the whole series, right? You're
I
just
don't- I
showing the
don't know these
premiere
things.
episode.
This is the first I heard about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I probably shouldn't have said that right now, but save the date.
Nobody's listening. Don't worry about it.
Save-
Only
okay, everybody,
millions and millions of
save
people.
the date.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Just you guys.
Oh, just us. Save the day. Got it. So guess
I
who
want to be there. I honestly want to be there.
I know. That'd be fun.
Guess
You're
who I
my
had on
premier
the podcast today? I did my podcast. Phil Hendry.
Oh, really?
The Phil Hendry.
How did you
Okay.
get that?
He's got a documentary out right now called Hendry, which
Yeah.
is sort of his life and process and all that stuff. Amazing. What an amazing guy. Are you familiar with him?
No.
Did you
Tell
do
me.
voices?
He did all of his voices.
Oh, all
did
of
them
the-
all.
Who
And
are the
explained
voices?
exactly how he did them.
Who are the voices?
There's Margaret Gray. He has a bunch of voices that he does, and so he's talking to and I guess he's still doing this on his website. He will introduce a guest, and it will be himself, and then he will have a conversation with himself, and then he will take calls for the guest, which is himself.
Whoa. Is he the calls too?
He's the call, and he's not the calls.
Okay,
he's the host and the guest.
But then these people that call in all think that he is actually talking to a guest.
Correct.
But it's him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He does female voices. He does kids' voices.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. You're really unfamiliar?
I've
oh,
never,
my God.
I don't know.
He's the greatest.
I never listened to the Culture Pop podcast. That's a lie, I do. But I'm going to listen to this one.
I don't believe that's a lie. I think you don't listen to the Culture Pop podcast.
I do not, but I'm going to listen to this one.
I watched the clips that you the clips that you post. I watch those.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Because I have alerts for you.
I'm really excited about this one, actually. I really will watch this.
Yeah,
one.
no, he's really good. I was trying to think if I could possibly even do what he does.
Try. You want to try in the next segment?
Yeah, we'll try in the next segment. I think I've got a way to do it. He says that all he does is talk into the phone like this. And this is where his character is. And then he goes here, and then he goes here, and then he goes here. So he's just really using a phone.
Is the phone... Are you going through the phone?
You're going through the phone. So the guest goes through the phone.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean, sir?
All right,
like that.
I still think that would be really confusing. Like halfway through the conversation, you just forget who you are.
You can't use your cell phone, though, because that'll make feedback. But
Will it?
Yeah.
Why?
It'll make a
Yeah,
little
it
bit.
does.
It does. It'll cause feedback.
Cell phone on mics.
Yeah.
So how do I do it then?
Do it. Call from that phone. Well,
Call myself from that phone?
No, call the studio from that phone.
Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Coming
Who's
up.
on first?
What's on
Third
second?
base. All right. So, by the way, on top of everything else, and there's going to be a lot of screwing around today. We sort of at a break in the NBA playoffs. We're about to get to it with the Lakers playing in Denver on Saturday. Dodgers off today.
They need a day off. They can't hit.
They're
scuffling.
They are scuffling right now.
I went to the game yesterday.
Oh, did you?
I took both
yesterday
boys to the
afternoon.
Game. Yep, the nooner.
Yeah. You didn't exactly get to see any fireworks, did you?
I mean, I'm glad I got there early because there were 2 runs scored by the Nationals, and that was all
she wrote.
The whole the poor guy who got called up yesterday. First pitch, home run.
Yeah, but you know what?
Landon
Knack ended up throwing good.
Yeah, he settled in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to my 5-year-old, like, that's what baseball is, son. You walk in, your first pitch is a home run, and you just got to pick yourself up and settle back in. Because baseball is about how you deal with failure. And he was like, I would like a churro.
That's a good
Helmet
reaction.
nachos.
Yeah. No, he didn't want the nachos. He wanted the Dippin' Dots, the churro.
Dippin' Dots
and then
as a kid.
Jacob was too young to know the difference between the old Dodger dog and the new Dodger dog, so he was just like, "What is this delicious meat thing?" He was just eating it. Like,
Yeah. Oh, we'll bring up, but there's a really interesting little accoutrement that has come back to Dodger Stadium.
I'm excited
Very
about
excited
it.
about
They got some new
yeah.
food out there this year. I didn't make it to any of them, but I saw the signs.
Yeah.
Fried peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, see, I never eat any of these special
I know, me
foods.
neither.
They're just
I
made
always
up.
intend to, but I never do.
By the way, tonight at 5 o'clock on the NFL Network, are you aware of this? The LA Rams YouTube channel. Also, you can watch the debut of Matthew Stafford, Locked In, giving fans an unprecedented look into the life of the Super Bowl winning quarterback during one of the most intense stretches of an NFL season. Matthew Stafford, Locked In, tonight at 5 on the NFL Network and the Rams social media channels. By the way, this is I would love to know this. Matthew Stafford turned us down?
He is turning down everybody.
Turning down everybody. Okay. Somehow they started shooting this documentary when the Rams were 3-6 and in the middle of their bye week.
Wow.
Now, who had the foresight to say, "Oh yeah, this is a bad team"?
No, I think
week.
it was pre-planned, and they finally just got out there.
See, me too. I think they were just filming all season, but they're starting it at 3.
Starting it at 3
I
and
think
6?
I think they were planning it, and probably took a while to get going, and they just happened to start right then.
In week 9?
Yeah, but
10?
like you know how people go, "Oh, did you plan for your show to come out after winning time?" And I was like, "No, the process started like 5 years ago."
Right.
I mean, it just none of that always plans it. Like to do a documentary, like you have to do all these meetings and get all these green lights and all these things. Like I'm sure it was planned for months.
Right. But
Years.
the documentary covers
Yeah.
the second half run into the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe Greg. Maybe they were filming the whole season and they were like, "Oh, this is where things get
Choosing
interesting."
this as a starting point, yeah.
Right.
All right, so coming up, I will attempt to do what Phil Hendry does, plus that little nugget from Dodger Stadium, which I think is going to make your next visit better. In the meantime, life's journey has got highs and lows. Maybe you're having a hard time right now. Maybe you're depressed or you're anxious or feeling overwhelmed at work or things not going well in your relationship. The LA County Department of Mental Health is there to support you through everything. Their caring team offers more than just a listening ear. They provide free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. You can call their 24/7 helpline at 800-854-7771 or visit their website at dmh.lacounty.gov. Your mental health is their priority. Let them be your support on this journey. Together, let's make a brighter tomorrow with hope in recovery and well-being. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Give it to Alexa Yakinoff.
Old Alexei Yakinoff.
Hey, today is another Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN. Listen all day long for your chance to win tickets to see Neil Young and Crazy Horse, the Love Earth Tour on Sunday, September 29th at the Hollywood Bowl. Listen all day today for a Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN.
No, I was saying off the air that I'm getting all of these Venmo requests from Russians.
Oh,
Alexei
wow.
Yakinoff.
Alexei Yakinoff is the latest. Asked
just
for
won't stop.
$99.99 on Venmo. I'm not on Venmo. I don't know how these people got my information.
Are you getting it on email?
Email.
Okay.
All on email.
They just got your email and are just sending it out.
And it's
constantly.
all these Russian trolls trying to get money.
Yes.
And it's always $99.99.
Because probably below $100, it's not tracked or something.
Exactly.
So if you're keep getting
Sorry,
that many,
Alexei.
just block every one of
Back
them.
to Stalingrad with you. I don't even know if that's a place.
Okay, so maybe when you do your voices, maybe you could be Alexei.
Well, we don't know if this is going to work.
It probably won't.
I think it will work. My hypothesis is that it will work.
Right,
it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't.
So let's
So
set
you
this
have
up.
to do a Russian voice to be Alexei.
I don't do a Russian voice, but I do have a voice.
You can do a Russian voice. You can do it.
Russian
You can
voice.
do it. Yes, you can.
So
It's
the
true.
idea is here, Phil Hendry used to, and still does, he's the guest and he's the host. And so he uses a phone and he goes back and forth between the microphones. So let me just see if this hit the bottom one.
Yeah, hit the bottom one. The bottom one. The bottom one.
Oh, this is going great. Nope.
No.
Use this. No, there's a lot of feedback.
No. Oh, you think?
I think that's a no.
Try your phone. Let's just try your phone real
Oh, yeah,
fast.
try
It
Let's
has to
just
be
try
his
your phone.
You think the phone is easier?
Or maybe just
Maybe.
pretend to do the phone.
just thought there'd be more
like you
feedback
know
on
when
the
you
phone.
walk by someone that you don't want to say hello to and you pretend you're on the phone?
Right. But
Just do it like that. Like there's not an actual
No,
call.
don't say
I
hello.
do that all the time.
710 377.
777.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone.
I'm on the phone right now.
Good to
Yeah.
see you though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All the time.
3776.
And then you point to your earbuds.
I've done that too.
Okay, I'm calling the station now.
Hopefully this one works.
No, I think it's not.
You don't think it's going to work at
I
all?
thought that would work.
Hello?
It's gonna be late.
Oh.
but- so you're gonna have to turn your mic off and on. Here, let's
I
let's
don't-
us
I
go
don't-
off. There.
Okay, you guys go.
You guys go on.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of feedback.
You have to, on and off. Call.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Lakers. I'm really upset about what's going on with the inability to cover Jokic.
Yeah, I know he's a tough cover. He really is, and I don't know if the Lakers have anybody that matches up at all with him.
What about AD? AD should be able to do it.
Okay, so there's a little, but
As long as you turn your microphone on and off,
but there's
it can work.
isn't there so much feedback?
No, when
No,
you
if
turn
you
your
turn
mic
your mic
off,
off,
so
no.
if you do your part, like Steve Mason part,
Yep.
and then hit the off button.
Screw you, Bergman.
I love that you just did your dog voice.
It is my dog's voice.
You're still on.
Well, all these
That's
voices,
Sophie.
all these voices.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's my dog. It's one of my dogs. That's Sophie.
You can't do a Russian voice?
I do not have a Russian voice
Well,
for
you gotta
Alexei
get a Russian dog.
Yakinov.
Alexei Yakinov. It's
Yakinov.
okay. You can
That's
do
pretty
a Russian voice.
Yeah.
It's a doable thing. Yes?
Well, we should try to find a system that'll actually work because that's too.
I know a guy who does a really good Russian voice. Do you want me to call him?
For
The Bit?
the bit.
He can be Alexei.
No.
Okay.
We're letting people too far under the curtain. That's it. And that concludes that segment.
the Phil Hendry segment
The Phil
is over.
Hendry segment. Phil, love you, man. Legend. PhilHendryShow.com. It's great.
I think what we learned is he's the only one who can really do it.
I think that is 100% a
should.
fact. Yeah.
do it.
So they've brought back to Dodger Stadium, and I don't know if you saw this or not, Momo. You
Tell
were
me.
there yesterday.
I was chasing both kids around. I didn't
They
see much.
brought back the onion machine. You know, the
Yes!
one with the onions, and you sort of
Yes!
put them on the hot dog by turning the dial.
Yes, that's so much better than using the communal trough.
Exactly. It's just the onion machine.
Although I'm not sure how often they clean that thing.
That's why they took it away originally, I believe. So now that it's back,
Now
it's
they're
exciting.
sanitizing the onion machine
Every night.
Every night it is sanitized.
They have a guy just for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
Now, do they have a relish machine, or am I
They used to.
Well, they have relish packets.
relish packets?
Yeah, I
suck.
know.
No, that's why- don't
I
use
want
the
the
relish.
Also, because
little-
when you do the packet, it all comes out as one glob. And then you
true.
have to spread it with your
spread
finger.
it with exactly.
Difficult life
It
we
is
have.
difficult, but the onion machine is back, so
That's exciting, right?
Yeah.
I
It
want to
is.
know if they clean it every night.
let's just say they do.
You know, it gives it character if they don't.
Let's just say they do.
It's like a cast iron pot. You don't use soap.
So, Momo, I've come on the air here and said that I think the Denver Nuggets will win this series in 6.
That's exactly what I just sent in as my prediction on ESPN.com.
Oh, come on, Momo. Have some faith.
It's not lack of faith in the Lakers. I actually think they can win. I
yeah,
really do.
I do too. I do
I
too.
just think the odds are not in their favor.
Like, you're making a prediction. You're prediction is that they're going
Yeah,
to
my
lose in 6.
I would say I think the most likely outcome is that Denver wins this in 5 or 6 because Denver's really good and they're the defending champions.
I think they're the best team in the league.
They are the best team in the league. They're probably going to repeat.
Yeah.
Most likely, if they beat the Lakers, I think they repeat. I think they beat everyone in the West. The only other team I think can there's 2 teams I think can sort of kind of challenge them, which is I think the winner of the Clippers Mavs series could challenge them in the conference finals.
Clippers going to go down?
I picked the Clippers to win.
To win? To beat the Mavericks?
Yeah.
They're playing
Luka.
really, really well right now.
The
I know.
Mavericks have been playing really well.
I know, but the Clippers they're going to get Kawhi back, and they've won the last series. I don't feel that confident in that pick though. I could see the Mavericks beating them in 5, like easy. But the Clippers have the ability to rise in the playoffs. I think Kawhi will be back. Yada yada.
They have the ability. Have they ever done it?
They went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago.
Yeah.
21
Yeah.
without Kawhi.
Yeah, they did.
They beat the Mavericks in 7 games that year, and then they beat the Jazz, and then they went to the conference
I will
finals
be
against the
rooting
Suns.
against them as usual.
Every single
Listen,
game.
I also root for me, which is it's really good for me when both LA teams are in it, so I don't have to travel as much, right?
Oh, right.
So I would be more than happy for both LA teams to just keep winning, so
Yeah.
I can just cover games that here. But also, I think Denver's the best team in the league, and they're just really deep, and unless somebody gets hurt, I think they'll win again.
Okay, so I have decided.
It's not about the Lakers. They have the ability that they can win.
I've decided that I have an expert hat and a fan hat.
Okay.
So my expert hat, I don't think the Lakers can beat the Denver Nuggets, but my fan hat. Let's go!
Oh, so you're staying on. So you have 2 different picks. You
I have 2
Denver
different
in
picks
6
and Lakers in 6. I have both of them.
Now, do
You can't lose.
Covering all bets.
No,
Now-
I honestly believe they can win because I feel like they've learned a lot from last year, and they're using different guys in different ways, Momo, that I think you're seeing. Like Aaron Gordon was somebody that beat up on the Lakers last year, and with how he's constantly on that baseline pulling in, and that's the same thing that Rui is doing now. He's kind of doing the exact same thing. I also think they have guys that can guard Jamal Murray a little bit better. So, I mean, Murray's amazing, but Gabe Vincent, if he's healthy
I
and
think
playing
there's going to
pesky
be a big
defense,
Gabe Vincent series.
right?
Yeah, because I think and if they're going to win it, they have to have a big series from Gabe. He's a better defender than D'Lo. He can hit shots.
He was great last year for Miami.
Yeah, this is why they went out and got Gabe Vincent, and he has barely played, but time to get going. Like if they have a chance, it's because he has a big series. And it's not a knock on D'Lo, but he's more of an offensive player than a defensive player. And like to beat Denver, you got to stop the Murray pick and roll. You got to stop Murray. It's more important that you have a good defender on him than it is for you to shoot a lot of threes.
So you're saying
make a lot of threes. So I
D'Lo
think-
is going to get played off just a little bit because
last year he did.
late in games, it will probably see more Gabe.
I
than
hope he
D'Lo.
doesn't. He's had a great year, and I hope that doesn't happen to him again. But I think they're going to have to use Gabe because he's just a better defender.
You know what song is playing on the radio in Denver right now?
What's that?
Nikola Jokic MVP. Nikola Jokic MVP. Nikola Jokic MVP.
Now, they're not very creative with their lyrics because it just ends.
If you need someone, you can count on me.
If you need some Nikola Jokic MVP.
It's not bad.
This sounds like something out of San Diego about the Padres.
Oh, it does sound like Slam
That's
Diego.
what's in.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's what they're playing on the radio there.
Did you get that from Amanda Brown?
No, I didn't get it from. I got it from the YouTube.
Ah.
All you do is search Denver Nugget fight songs and
Nice.
stuff comes up.
That's a horrible song.
I also
it
think
is terrible. It's
I also
terrible.
think the when you're the defending champ, you are the favorite until somebody beats you.
Yeah.
And that's good because this is what I wanted to. I came in here with a head of steam because I haven't been on for a few
You
days. and
see,
I've been
it
listening.
seems like you're
Yeah.
just like go go
There was
go.
there was like a lot of caffeine in this.
Let her
Starbucks,
rip.
too.
Go.
Did you hear what LeBron said? Like the Nuggets are a great team. Jokic is a great player, and then he goes, and they have a hell of a coach in Michael Malone. And it perked up my ears because you know the feud that LeBron and Michael Malone had last year. Like Malone took shots at him. He thought LeBron stole their thunder. He thought everything was about LeBron. Even at the championship parade, remember?
Yep.
And it was like LeBron went out of his way to say that the Nuggets have a great coach.
He does that a lot, though. He says that about a lot of other coaches. He said
Yeah,
it about
he does
Ty
that.
Lue. He said it about Michael Malone.
Yeah, that's the passive aggressive LeBron.
Yes, it is. It's kind of like a pointed shot
At
at
Darvin.
Darvin,
So-
just a little bit.
So you think he's taking a shot at Darvin by saying they've got a hell of a coach, Michael
Yeah,
Malone?
I agree with Greg. I think that is his way of taking a shot at Darvin. But I think it is also a really interesting mind game because he's like LeBron has never gone into a series thinking that he was an underdog, that they can't win a series.
Right.
I mean, even in those years that he was on the Cavs and the Warriors were like the Kevin Durant Warriors, they still always thought they had a chance because they have LeBron. LeBron's like, just get me into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't care what seed we are. I don't care who we play. We got me.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go. And I still think he has that mentality, but he's playing things very differently this time. He's playing the underdog. He's playing the sort of like, you guys are the champs. You got the MVP. You got the great coach. Like, it's almost
he's trying to set them up.
Yeah. Like last year, what did Michael Malone get so upset about? Everybody, we won the game, and everyone wants
Everybody's
to talk about the Lakers.
them, right? Well, and LeBron had said the thing at the end of the game
Yeah.
that suggested I'm thinking
I might
about retiring,
retire.
whatever it was.
Stole their thunder.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you want all the smoke here. Here, you take all the
Yeah.
smoke. We're not taking it this time.
We're
It's
not
on
favored.
you.
We're the 7 seed.
As Darvin Ham said, not going to catch any fades.
0 now. Back to 0-0. We with all the smoke and we ain't ducking no fades. We're going to enjoy this one tonight, take tomorrow off, and then we'll go from there.
That was Saginaw talking right there.
Yeah.
We just learned also yesterday that catching fades or ducking
I didn't know
fades,
what that meant.
You don't know?
That was getting into a fight.
Got it.
Yeah. No,
I didn't understand that
I
part.
knew it
Yes.
right
I
away.
knew what all the
Yeah.
smoke was.
I did know it.
Yeah.
Also, I suggested the Lakers should lose the other night.
Yeah, that was
to
nuts.
New Orleans.
So you're one of the.
And afterwards, Darvin Ham addressed me personally.
Saying what again?
Be better off if you guys lost this game to avoid Denver in the first round to play.
Insane asylum sources say. Someone that just got out of the insane asylum.
Someone just got out of the insane asylum. I still think if the Lakers were the 8
I know.
playing OKC, I would pick them to win the series. They won 3 out of 4 from OKC this year. It is a much better matchup than facing Denver.
Okay, but do you believe in karma? Do you believe in the basketball
No,
gods?
I don't believe that. I'm an atheist when it comes to basketball gods. I don't believe in them.
Okay. I believe in the basketball gods. I believe in karma. I believe that teams that don't duck other teams, that like the Milwaukee Bucks did an epic losing job on their last game of the year.
Right.
The Cavs did an epic
the
job
Cavs
of losing.
were
The
trying to
Cavs
lose.
basically got to the end of the game. They were up by 1 against, who was it? Somebody
It
terrible.
was against Charlotte.
Charlotte. And the Cavs were up by 1 with like 5 minutes left, and they took their entire starting lineup out and put in a bunch of
so
rookies.
you
We
think
want to face Orlando.
you think the Cavs are screwed because they messed with the basketball gods and they See, I think pick your best matchup. If you got a chance to do that and back up into a matchup that's better, do that.
But who's to say they were going to beat Golden State or at this point,
Yeah.
Sacramento? They may not have beaten Sacramento tomorrow. And
Sacramento
that's an
looked
extra
good.
game.
I think they're
Yeah, they
unlikely
did.
to beat Denver. So in the end, at the end of the day, what's the difference?
You're putting an extra game on LeBron when he already has 1 extra game from the IST. So that's another one you want to put on him? I don't know. I don't want to see that. And that's less time off,
AD's
too.
back is all tight and
Yeah, because game
barely
1,
hanging in there.
game 1 for that 1-8 is going to be on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's a quick
So
turnaround.
that's another quick turnaround. You get extra days off this way. You
Yeah.
get 3 days off before Saturday.
But you still got to play Denver.
I know, you still got to listen.
They're
If
gonna
you
win game
want to
1.
win a championship, you have to go through Denver anyway.
Yes.
I mean,
Right.
it's unlikely that somebody else would have
But
taken
why
them
not a
on us.
long playoff run and face them in the Western Conference Finals?
I understand that
Wouldn't
point,
you want
but
to get them earlier than
I
late?
think you want to get him earlier. Murray's coming off an injury. They're not like rounded into championship form yet. The Lakers have been playing really well. Right then, you're not tired. You're not strained from 3 other series.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the day, Lakers get Denver.
You're going to regret this.
All right. Coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. Hey, debt. Let me talk to you about debt. Think about how much debt you got right now. And you can't get away from it. And here's the thing that nobody will tell you. The system is completely designed to trap you in debt. Insanely high interest credit cards, loans with really high interest rates, all that stuff. It's impossible to pay off your debt. But there's a new way out of the debt trap, and that is Pivotal Debt Solutions. Pivotal Debt Solutions is not like the old school debt relief companies that string your debt out for years and years. They've got new aggressive strategies that can end your debt faster and easier than you thought possible. Pivotal Debt Solutions can cut or even eliminate interest. They can find programs to write off your balances so you owe less. They can stop the threatening phone calls. No bankruptcy, no loan. Bottom line, they find every solution possible to end your debt permanently. Before you do anything, contact Pivotal Debt Solutions first. Talk to them for free. Find out how fast they can help you get out of debt. Visit zapmydebt.com. That's zapmydebt.com. Zapmydebt.com. Mason in Ireland, Momo and Bergman in for John 710 ESPN.